Enrique. Drills it low and hard. Palm clear by Ryan. Royce trying to pull the trigger. Solorsano. Can they find the space to get the shot away? Partaloo. Stefanuto. Broich! And Ryan is there again. He's just been in the right place at the right time whenever they've needed him, the Mariners. Back in it comes, and Broich was almost falling over through exhaustion, I think.
Well, it's better than that, Simon, and a large part of goalkeeping, as is anything in life, is being at the right place at the right time. But it's more than that with Matt Ryan, because from that position of being in the right place at the right time, his nerve has not let him down. Just been superb.
As he's been all season. The sands of time starting to run a little thin on Brisbane Roar's dream of a domestic double. Less than 10 minutes. And Abini is away again for the Mariners as they look to inflict further damage. Kwasnik. He's been excellent as well this evening, not just the goal. And here he goes again, Adam Kwasnik. Daniel McBreen steaming towards the far post. Partly cleared by Madoka. The Mariners going for the kill here. And they get a corner. Could have been more.
Oh, some trash talking going on. McBreen to Theoklitos. Kwasnik still lively. Outstanding performance from the Mariners striker. Unsurprisingly, there's not a Mariner in sight to take the corner.
Which is why Matthew Breeze is making a very public show of looking at his watch and saying, yep, I'm adding time on for this. No, it's that time already. Play for the corner. And play in the corner. Well, they've earned that right, the Mariners. 8 minutes to go, and it has been a thoroughly professional performance from Graham Arnold's team.
Well, if you're Brisbane, you stand someone on the byline or on the corner flag now, and you don't let the Mariners turn into that part of the field. They've managed to force the Mariners back and infield so that the game can flow, which suits Brisbane.
Adam Kwasnik, a goal and an assist in his third grand final. He can't ask for much more than that. Enrique. Brisbane not quite dead yet. Broich. Haven't been able to pick apart the Mariners, though, as they have done with so many other teams this season. If they get a glimmer, if they can steal a goal, all might not yet be lost. And not like that, they won't get goals. Graham Arnold within 7 minutes of a first championship as a coach. Never won one as a player, played in a grand final in 1988. Andy, I'm sure you'll remember the game, lost with Sydney United.
Well, he's been around and about, Graham Arnold. I'm going to venture to suggest this will be the career highlight for him. He enjoyed the World Cup run of 2006 and 2010, included in which, of course, was the qualification against Uruguay. No one will ever forget that, but he was a supporting cast then, Graham Arnold. He's got his hands on the levers here, and this has been a masterful display from the coach.
Brisbane need a goal, and they need one quick. Down goes Broich, free kick. Mariners thought he made a meal of it. He's quickly enough back on his feet.
Yeah, clear foul.
Free kick taken quickly, and good shout by Matthew Ryan. That chemistry between Ryan and Wilkinson, and Zvanzwijk in particular, has been first class. And he's 5 minutes away, the youngster, from winning a championship in his first season. He wasn't expected to play this campaign. Knee injury to Jess Van Straten very early on in the season gave him his chance, and he's barely looked back since.
You look at two of the players who featured, the way the cards have fallen here at Suncorp. Matt Ryan, you mentioned. Bernie Adini off the bench. A telling contribution. Terrific work with the young players. Terrific work with the older players. Terrific work from the Marinators, those of that gathering who call themselves as such.
Yeah, travelled up in good numbers today. And it looks like they're going to be rewarded, maybe with a third goal here. Josh Rose. And that's a foul on Franjic.
Josh Rose, the Queenslander, playing for the Mariners out of Rockhampton. I bumped into one of his family members early this afternoon. There's something like 25 of the extended Rose family.
Here's St Lawson. Oh, just break away, Andy. Maybe a chance here for Brisbane. Enrique! It's 2-1. Game on. The grand final is not dead yet for Brisbane. Well, now we've got a grandstand finale.
Well, to have not scored today would have been a damn squid for Brisbane. And this effort, set up by Solorsino and Thomas Broish, applies the defibrillators to Brisbane's championship claims. They were gone, done, dusted, the Roar, and the Mariners now have to hang on.
Well, they've got 3 minutes to do just that, but Brisbane all of a sudden have got second wind, and they've got the fans back on side, courtesy of this little man Enrique. Goodness me, they couldn't come from 2 goals down a second time against the Mariners, could they?
It's at moments like these you'd love to have coaches like Graham Arnold fully mic'd up.
Just not his heart monitor. Partaloo. Franjic runs into a yellow and blue wall. Ivan Franjic. Throw in Brisbane, and the Mariners bench are furious. They feel that should have been a foul for their team. It's very tense down there. Franjic down injured, but there's no time to stop for treatments now. Two minutes to go in the grand final. Visconti. Enrique onside. And straight into the midriff of Matthew Ryan. Is that the last chance perhaps for Brisbane?
Well, I don't know about the last chance, but you compare Enrique's effort there with Adam Kwasnik. I know Kwasnik had a better opportunity to set up that second goal, but Enrique had supporters piling through the top of the penalty area. And he just didn't have that composure when Postecoglou needed it and his team needed it.
Well, Ange Postecoglou looks remarkably calm. It's almost as though he's accepted whatever fate is about to throw at his sides. But at least they made a game of it late on.
Well, at what point did Brisbane just launch it? We haven't seen it all season.
Pretty soon, you'd think.
There's not much more time left.
They've got 1 minute.
They're still looking to play their way through.
Broich. Visconti. No foul, says Matthew Breeze. Visconti trying to square it up. It's behind for a corner. A chance for Brisbane, a huge roar around Suncorp. Graham Arnold can't stand it.
That's unbelievable tension here at Suncorp. The best team of the A-League era.
And it goes. Partaloo! 2-2! Unbelievable! Eric Partaloo, and they've pulled it out of the fire right at the death, Brisbane!
Brisbane Roar were going to get out of this at 2-0 down with 15 to play in extra time in the championship game. This was going to be a special occasion for the Hyundai A-League. And guess what? Special occasion we have. The Mariners, the heart has to go out. They've been fantastic here today, but they could not hang on. And the Roar have come on with the wettest of sails. And penalties beckon.
Oh my goodness. I thought the roof was about to be lifted off the stadium when Partalu's header veritably bulged the back of the net. The full-time whistle has gone. It's ended all square. We're going to have penalties. Graham Arnold is crestfallen, and understandably so. His team had the title in the bag, but Brisbane Roar for the second time have come from 2 goals down against the Mariners. Brisbane Roar 2, the Central Coast Mariners 2 after extra time, and penalties will decide the grand final for the second year running.
Well, it's breathless here. We came into the second leg major semi-final, Simon, with the Mariners down by 2 goals on aggregate, and we said this is going to be a special night if but it's up to the Mariners, and they delivered. And I didn't think we'd get a spectacle like that again. But they've done it again, these 2 teams. They're heavyweight. It's a heavyweight bout. They've stood toe-to-toe, and they have thrown leather at each other for 120 minutes. And Brisbane, unbowed, if broken, and with the last contact of 120 minutes, they've forced penalties. It was substitute Enrique who gave them a glimmer of hope, because until that point it was all the Mariners sailing pretty, 2 goals clear in the championship game. And as the clock ticked down, the superstar midfielder Eric Partalu, with the single last contact of 120 minutes, sends us into penalties for season 6 of the Hyundai A-League, and you wouldn't want to be anywhere else on the planet at the moment.
You're dead right, Andy. It has been terrific stuff, and well, I said a few minutes ago, you have to feel sorry for Brisbane. Now I'm feeling sorry for the Mariners.
Well,
it's every emotion in the book.
I'm desperately sorry for the Mariners, and look, let's face it, it's penalties now. They can still win the championship. Matt Ryan has been Herculean here today.
However, he's not faced a single penalty this season. The Mariners haven't conceded one. So this is going to be a new experience. The first penalty he's ever saved, or faced, I should say,
in his professional
in his senior career,
well,
is going to be in a grand final shootout.
Well, I'm not going to back against him. And, you know, it wouldn't be unjust at all. Let's make this very clear. It would not be unjust at all for the Mariners to win this penalty shootout. That'd been fantastic.
Well, the first little mini victory in the shootout, if you like, is for Brisbane, because they're going to be taken at the Caxton Street end, where it's all Brisbane supporters. The Mariners going to go first. And it's going to be one of their most experienced campaigners, John Hutchinson, to take the first kick. We had penalties last year to decide the silverware, and it's going to be the same again here in Brisbane this evening. What drama! And there's more to come. Hutchinson against the Theoklitos for the first penalty. And John Hutchinson scores just. Only just.
Well, Theoklitos did enough. He gets the right way. He got some pretty good contact on it as well. The Mariners can see the funny side of it. I don't know if their fans back on the Central Coast of New South Wales can see that funny side. Not the best penalty. Far from it, but it counts.
Up first for the Roar, Ivan Franjic, who missed one during the regular season, but he's not missed that one. 1-1 in the shootout. And here's the skipper for the Mariners. Good penalty by Ivan Franjic. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. No mistake. Alex Wilkinson, Mr. Central Coast Mariners. And he tucks it away with aplomb. Cool as you like. 2-1 for the Mariners.
And that was an excellent penalty. He hasn't put a foot wrong all night. Has hardly put a foot wrong all season, Wilkinson. And I'd say over 6 years of the A-League, he's probably made half a dozen errors in total. And thankfully, he didn't make an error with that penalty. That would have been cruel. Partalu's turn.
Here's the hero of the moment. The equalising goal with the last touch of extra time. He's still a hero, Eric Partalu. 2-2.
And that is a good penalty. When a goalkeeper guesses the right way, as Matt Ryan did, and it still beats him, that's the best penalty we've seen so far. And it doesn't matter how good, I should say, the penalties are, so long as they go in, but it helps.
Up next for the Mariners, Daniel McBreen. Off the bench for the Mariners. Will he go onto the score sheet in this shootout? It's saved by Michael Theokhlitos. The first big breakthrough in the shootouts goes the way of the Brisbane Roar.
Well, Danny McBreen's the unfortunate man. Unfortunate care of the greatness of Michael Theokhlitos, and you cast your mind back to extra time, Simon. I think the Mariners were probably up 2-0 at the time, and he was giving Theokhlitos all sorts of curry. But Theokhlitos, how about that for a televisual picture? Brilliant work from the goalkeeper.
And Matt Mackay has the chance to give Brisbane the advantage. And he does, the captain. 3-2 for the Roar. The first time they've led in the game.
Indeed, it's spine-tingling stuff here. Penalty shootouts, of course, do that. When you get the circumstances that brought us to this point, the drama is reaching a crescendo. The Roar with their noses in front.
And Michael Theokhlitos, with a bit of experience in saving penalties in grand finals, he did so for Bulleen many years ago in the Victorian State League. And he's saved one already, another one, and Brisbane are almost there. Pejbovic, he's saved again, Michael Theokhlitos! Brisbane Roar are almost there.
And it's going to be the slippery fish, Simon. He marches his way to what is shaping up as being the decisive penalty of the 6th season of the Hyundai A-League, and that is Mark Schwarzer-esque. Australia-Uruguay 2005, Schwarzer did it, albeit going the other way. Theokhlitos has taken one out of the great man's copybook, and now it's the slippery fish, Bilaquinho, Enrique, to win the title for Brisbane.
One kick separating Brisbane Roar from their second trophy of the season. Enrique against Ryan. It's all on this. Enrique scores! Brisbane are the champions! And who'd have thought we'd have been saying that some 10 minutes ago? What an incredible comeback! What an incredible team this Brisbane Roar side is. It's Brisbane's day. It's Brisbane's season. It's Brisbane's time. Ange Postecoglou's team claim the championship to go with the premiership. And for the first time in the A-League era, we could say Brisbane Roar, champions of Australia. But oh, how you must feel desperately sorry for the Mariners. But they couldn't quite get over the line, and it's the Roar who win it. 4-2 on penalties after a quite incredible 2-all draw.
Well, I've never felt mixed emotions like I have now. It's just been a stunning piece of sport to experience this comeback from Brisbane Roar. 15 minutes to go in extra time of the grand final, and they were chasing a 2-goal deficit, and from somewhere they found 2 answers, and then to the penalty shootout where Michael Theokhlitos pulled off 2 unbelievable saves, and that's to celebrate what Brisbane have done. I can't describe what it must be like for the Mariners, who've been absolutely outstanding here today. This is the one that got away. It's an incredible experience even saying that.
Okay, let's go down and join Mel McLaughlin, who's got the Brisbane Roar skipper with him. Mel.
I certainly have. We finally caught him. He's been running around high-fiving everybody on the field. Matt, congratulations, Just Reward, for just the most unbelievable season.
Unbelievable. Today things weren't going our way, and I told him, Ange told him, I said 15 minutes to go. We've scored 2 goals in 15 minutes before. So very proud of the boys. They dug deep, and we can't get anything better than this. Seriously.
But it was an unbelievable way, sensational circumstances, the manner in which you guys did it. Partially the equalizer in the last second or so of the game.
Incredible. I mean, Ezra, Ricky, composed finishes, great. First of all, I just want to say Central Coast are amazing. They've been great in this final series. With 3 occasions we've played them. 3 occasions, and we haven't got on top of them throughout the whole 90 minutes, only at period. So they're great.